With me today, we're gonna have a good time. You've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account. Oh my gosh. Specific answer. They're learning quick. Can we Google it? Whatever. Okay. He's a quick study.
There's so many words I want to say. Be careful. It is a love story.
You bet it is.
Fair.
I wasn't done.
Ask the questions that you think are silly. Thank you for joining. Bye.
I'm John Garver with Yellow Jacket Athletics, and it's time to take a lap, sponsored by National Bank of Commerce. This week we're joined by Javon Walker from the men's basketball team. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. So kind of a pretty cool thing for you guys, and you especially, the trip to Texas recently. The result wasn't what you wanted, but probably pretty cool to play at home.
It definitely was. I mean, like you said, we would have preferred to at least win one of those two, but just being back home, seeing like a lot of my family in the stands instead of like just my mom and dad this time, that was cool to see, and obviously the warm weather. Now we came back here and I'm just freezing. So
freezing, but you're wearing short sleeves.
Well, freezing outside. We'll say it like that. So, but yeah, Texas was enjoyable. It was fun having the guys be around where I grew up, or grew up for a couple years, and just have them come over the house. So I enjoyed it.
And you got to do this in your 5th year here. What went into making the decision to play year number 5?
Well, one, I will say I did have a couple prerequisites for grad school that I still had to finish.
Okay.
And then two, just the elusive championship.
Yeah.
We haven't exactly been able to touch that feeling yet, so that's what kind of fueled it a little bit, just wanting to get back out there and win it this time.
So then talk about the start of the season and everything, and how all that's been going.
Well,
up and down?
Up and down for sure. Not exactly the season that we thought we'd have so far, 7 games in. But, I think the adversity that we've hit so far, I think it's a good thing for us. Keeps us humble a little bit, but we're definitely a lot more capable of playing at a higher level than what we have been.
But it's not like you're playing a bunch of dogs on your schedule either. I mean, you haven't had an easy schedule.
No, not exactly.
So I think it's okay to say, it's been a little bit up and down.
Yeah. We've played some pretty good teams, which would be good for us going into conference soon. But yeah, preferably we wish we were above 500 right now. But we'll look to change that this weekend.
You mentioned earlier that you needed some prereqs for grad school. That's part of the reason why you came back for year number 5. So what's the plan down the road? Because there won't be a year number 6.
No.
We know that much. So what's the plan down the road for you?
Well, finish out these next 2 semesters, obviously, and then head off to PT school, somewhere in the Midwest, maybe Scholastica. I'm looking to go to the U of M. And what I've heard about PT school and grad school is not exactly a cakewalk, which I didn't expect it to be, but yeah, that's the plan, and hopefully I don't lose my mind in the process.
Well, I want you to know that we've been doing these laps for 3 years, and you're the first person that I ever asked to do a second one.
Oh, I feel
You
honored.
did one the first year, had to ask you to come back. One of my favorite student athletes of all time, so I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you, guys. It's been a trip, so I've been enjoying it.
I am John Garver, he's Javon Walker, and that's a lap, sponsored by National Bank of Commerce.